Hello, welcome to Richard M. Nixon County Park. This park is 213 acres of creek, forest, field, and wetland habitats. This park is foot traffic only with no dogs, horses, or bikes. Let's go ahead and take a look around Richard M. Nixon County Park here in York County, Pennsylvania. Here we are at the pond at Richard M. Nixon County Park. Blooming in front of us is pickerel weed. Other wildflowers along the edge of the pond include cardinal flower, goldenrod, and jewelweed. Here we can see two snapping turtles and a painted turtle basking on a log. Some of the trees around the pond include red maples, tulip trees, lots of grapevines, sassafras trees, and spice bush. Here we have some walnut trees and willow trees. Let's hop on one of the trails here at Richard Nixon County Park. Here we are again at the pond. There's a hummingbird right in front of us at the cardinal flowers and a swallowtail butterfly right in front of a couple painted turtles basking on a log. We've also got some milkweed and boneset flowers. We can hear a cuckoo calling in the distance. And we step over here, there's a whole bunch of spice bush swallowtail caterpillars right here on this spice bush. You can see all the tents they've made, the little shelters on the leaves. Oh, look at him! That's a green frog calling. Let's see if there's any more. Oops, none in there. Nobody there. Look at all those shelters where they used to be hiding. Oh, there's another one. This one still has the bird dropping camouflage. Pretty neat. Oh, the hummingbird is still right there at the cardinal flower. That's a ruby-throated hummingbird. Here we are at the Exploration Forest, the nature play area at Nixon Park that opened in 2019. Here kids are welcome to play in the creek and look for macroinvertebrates or salamanders. Some of the common salamanders we find at Nixon Park are two-lined salamanders, dusky salamanders, redback salamanders, northern red salamanders, and even long-tail salamanders. We can hear the loud summer cicadas, see some dragonflies flying around. We just heard a catbird and a Carolina wren, and oh, there's a chipmunk on the trail. Can still hear the cuckoos as well. That's a quick look at the play area at Nixon Park. Here we are on the Bird Hollow Trail. here's one of the native trees you can find at Nixon Park, the American hazelnut. It's got its fruits right now. There we go. There's some more hazelnuts. We're also underneath some red oak trees, red maple trees, tulip trees, and walnuts as we walk here on Bird Hollow along the edge of the creek. We're also surrounded by lots of non-native invasive plants like this privet right here. We also have oriental bittersweet growing all over the park, and multiflora rose growing all over the park. Here is another invasive. Can identify it by the silvery undersides of the leaves as autumn olive. Here again is the leaves of the privet. And right here, yet another non-native invasive plant, Japanese honeysuckle vines. That's a little bit of the non-natives in the understory. Here we see another one without even taking one step, Japanese stiltgrass. Although the park is full of lots of non-native invasive plants, it's still got some awesome native plants as well. Like we can see right here, a leaf from a bloodroot flower that bloomed in the spring. Can also see some Christmas ferns back there. The spice bush, lots of spice bush on the trail. And let's find one more plant. Oh no, it's another non-native invasive. Here is Japanese barberry, another escapee from modern landscaped yards. There's another native tree though, hickory. Here we are at the field habitat at Nixon Park. We have some swallowtails on the thistle. The goldenrods are all about to be full bloom. We have dogbane, Queen Anne's lace, common milkweed, a few walnut trees here out in the field. And it's mowed on a regular schedule to prevent the non-native shrubs from taking over this field habitat. There's a red-spotted purple that just flew past us. Another swallowtail. Hey, let's head out to the wetland. We're crossing the creek into the wetlands of Nixon County Park. This is a spot we often see the mink running up and down the creek, wood turtles, queen snakes, water snakes, red-winged blackbirds, spring peepers, belted kingfishers, and many, many more different types of wildlife. Here we are entering into the wetlands. A wetland restoration program began at Nixon Park here in 2016. So a lot of the plants are pretty young. They're still competing with a lot of non-native plants. In front of us here in the cattails, you can see one of the wetland basins. And looking straight ahead is the trail with a bunch of young sycamore trees under a much older sycamore tree right here. If you continue along the wetland trails, you might hear or see American toads, wood frogs, Virginia rails, wood ducks, lots of different types of butterflies, dragonflies, damselflies, tree swallows, eastern bluebirds, willows, all sorts of things here. Here on the lower geology trail, we're walking under red oak trees, red maple trees, tulip trees, elm trees, witch hazel, flowering dogwood, and spice bush. The understory is full of poison ivy, Virginia creeper, hay-scented fern, and Christmas fern. For the last part of the tour, let's take a quick look inside the Nature Center.